Binoculars.
Hi, I'm Ken Theissen, Technical Field Advisor for Vortex Canada. Today we're going to talk about spotting scopes, binoculars, tripods, and some accessories. And this video today has been brought to you by Bullseye North. You really need to kind of step back and try and figure out, what are you trying to do? Do you need something super compact? You want something a little bit larger or high magnification that's going to go on a tripod, or you kind of want best of both worlds, you want something medium that's going to do everything you need it to do. In regards to magnification range, it's certainly something to consider. Generally, I'll suggest guys stay in that 8 to 10 power range, maybe 12 at the very most if you're going to use the binos for a handheld setup. Once you start getting in the 15, 18 power range, you're definitely going to want something that you're going to be resting on a tripod, because once you get to higher magnification in a binocular like that, you get a lot of the shake and the tremor from body movement that shows up. One thing to consider as well is field of view. If you've got a higher magnification range on binocular, you're going to have a little bit narrower field of view. So it's going to be great for you really trying to see at some distance, but if you all of a sudden get the scenario where you have something a little bit closer up, you may not get the field of view that you're looking for, which then at that point, your 12 or 10 powers are certainly going to give you a much wider field of view. So keep that in mind when you're looking for binoculars. As well as overall size, if you're looking for something more on the compact size, nothing too big, something you can stow away or carry very easily. Maybe you're going to be hiking in the mountains. Once you've kind of figured out the task that you're asking, then you can certainly choose the bino there going forward. With all the options that are in our product line, you'll notice that we start from the Crossfire line and we work all the way up to the Razor. All of those optics actually now use our HD optical system. So whether you're looking for budget-friendly entry level or your high-end observation, the quality of everything that you see there is really, really, really good. So at the end of the day, you kind of need to choose what you're comfortable in spending, and it's another thing that will maybe dictate what line you're going to pick, from the Crossfire to the Diamondbacks to the Vipers to the Razors. So something else to consider. When you're looking through the different brands, different magnifications, trying to choose the right one for you, always try to compare apples to apples. So 10 powers or 12 powers or 8 powers, you want to compare the same magnification ranges, because light transmission and exit pupil all has some bearing on that. As well as that, when you're setting up to look through them to try and get yourself, the true visualization of how good they are, remember you're definitely going to want to do two things. You're going to want to set up the diopter for your eye, very important, as well as your main focus wheel. Diopter setup on binoculars is extremely important, and most people miss that part. If you don't have the proper setup, it can lead to eye fatigue over long periods of observation. So just know that's something you're definitely going to want to look at. Most owner's manuals have got the step-by-step process of exactly how to do that. There's lots of good videos online as well too, but definitely that's step one of getting your binoculars set up for you. If you do end up choosing a set of binoculars that are a high power magnification, higher than 12, so in that 15, 18 power, that are going to be tripod use, definitely look at the binocular tripod adapters. It's a great tool. They fasten tightly to any of the tripods that are out there. It's going to make your image much more stable, easy to maneuver and manipulate the entire system. So a good mounting system is key, and it's certainly something that Vortex has to offer for their optics. All right guys, when it comes to choosing your perfect spotting scope, once again, there's many different things that you have to consider. Like I say, proper tool for the job. And there are a few options in our lineup in regards to price point and overall design. You have the option of angled eyepieces and straights. You have our Diamondback line, our Viper line, our Razor line, all which fall in different price points. Depending on what your budget is that you're comfortable with choosing, you have some features and different things to look at. The one good feature with the Vortex, Viper, and Razor lines is that they do offer some options with eyepieces. They'll generally come with your variable zoom optic, but you also have the options for something that has either a ranging reticle, an MRAD or MOA, or wide eye relief as well too. So things to consider when you're looking for some of the accessories or looking at one of the specific brands. If you want an optic that has the option of utilizing a ranging reticle, then you're certainly going to be using the Viper or the Razor spotting scope on that. In regards to what's the best one for you, is it straight, is it angled? Well, it is once again kind of dependent on the task. Most guys will be able to utilize an angled eyepiece probably 95% of the time. It's going to do everything you're going to be able to do with it. One nice feature with the angled barrel on the Vortex Razors and Vipers, as well as the Diamondback, is that you have the ability to shift that around if you're not in a perfect position. Some guys prefer the straight, but it has its limitations as well too. So it's something you need to consider when you're choosing the optic. So for myself as a competitive shooter, I'm really partial to the angled eyepieces. Really comfortable for me to shoot. Super versatile. So whether they're standing upright on a tripod all day, or if I've got it in a prone position, it gives me a lot of versatility in how I can manipulate and move the entire system so I can stay super, super comfortable behind that spotting scope. Think of it as, you know, your long-term plan for the day. If you're in the mountains or you're on the range, maybe you're watching weather conditions, mirage, wind, maybe you're glassing for elk or antelope or mule deer, you're gonna spend a lot of time looking through the lens. So if you've got your head in a crooked position, it's gonna become very uncomfortable for you. So pick the right tool for the job and understand that it's more about being comfortable over long term with glass, okay? Obviously, the coatings, the glass quality, clarity are all going to come into play when it comes to what type of image that you're going to see, especially low light images, where you'll see certainly some of the HD coatings and the other things that we use certainly come to shine. And that's really where you're going to see the difference in glass quality when you start picking up through the different lines and price points of our products. The one accessory that you're going to want to have, if you don't have it already when you're purchasing either a good set of binoculars or your spotting scope, of course, is a tripod. So a good solid tripod is key in most cases, okay? You've got to be careful with some of the cheaper and light duty tripods, as you get a lot of movement and wiggle on that. So if you are on the side of a mountain or you're somewhere or you're on a range trying to view and you've got wind blowing, you know, it induces a lot of vibration and movement. So a good solid tripod is key. You know, and we've got things all the way from our Summits up to our new Radians, which are super, super solid, stiff, great ball heads, fluid movements. These are things to consider, you know, what type of tripod you want for your job. You're not gonna maybe take a tripod as large as the Radian up into a mountain goat hunt. You're definitely going to go something a little bit smaller like the Summit, which is going to be lightweight, carbon fiber, perfect to pack in. So a few things to keep in mind for myself, you know, hitting the ranges all the time, not doing a lot of hiking, you know, I'm taking the bigger tripods. They're multi-purpose, you know, they hold my observation equipment, they can hold my rifle, I can shoot from them, positional, lots of great features with the bigger tripods. If you're looking for something dedicated purpose, just to hold, you know, your set of binos or a small scale spotting scope, then certainly look at the smaller tripods that are going to be easy to pack, easy to move, and a little bit better for the budget as well too, depending on what you're looking to do. One nice feature with all tripods in the lineup now is they're all Arca Swiss compatible. So not only our products, a lot of other products in the industry are all going Arca Swiss. It's a nice feature to have as well. Another good accessory aside from the tripod is maybe if you're mobile, you're cruising around, doing a lot of travel between hunting spots or doing other observation. Might not even be hunting purpose, might be just general observation. There's a really good window mount that we have as an option as well. So you can attach your spotter, your binos, anything, and you can work hands-free from a vehicle when you're looking for long-term observation. So a couple key accessories that you certainly want to keep in mind. So go and visit your local dealer, someone like Bullseye North. They've got a huge selection of our product line, lots of inventory there, lots of different SKUs. The guys there are going to be willing to help you out. Try and find the right fit for the right piece for you. You won't be disappointed.
Your time is important, so why waste it searching online or going from store to store? When you think firearms, outdoor gear, and accessories, think Bullseye first. Not only do we carry the vast selection of product lines and most popular firearms on the market, we have them in stock ready to go at the best available pricing. Whether we are shipping to your door or come see us in the store, our skilled staff ensures that you are getting the right gear and accessories for the task at hand. Save yourself the hassle, time, and money by shopping Bullseye first. Go to www.bullseyenorth.com.
If you like what you see, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss out. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and as always, leave us a comment. We want to hear what you have to say. If you want to support us, you can go to coatofarmstv.com for all of our latest apparel. This is Coat of Arms.